world of NBA, and I want to ask you just one question for now. Who's going to win the MVP this year? Because there's been talk about James Harden and Stephen Curry being in the top two, and battling, for who's going to win. But I don't know who's going to take it.
My personal view is Stephen Curry from Golden State Warriors, and he's in the Western Conference, and I believe he is going to be the MVP this year.
Yeah, I believe the same person. Well, Stephen Curry, the thing about him, he just blew up straight away. He came to the NBA and he just took it by storm. He's actually one of the best PGs in the game. But I believe James Harden, he's actually in the Western Conference as well. He's the other MVP nominated. So yeah, I believe James Harden is going to take this one.
Right.
Yeah,
so that's where the controversy is.
It's just them two, man. Who's going to win?
Well, to be honest, I believe Stephen Curry because he is very consistent in his games. So he's dominant. He's been dominating and leading his team for the win. Yeah. And right now, Golden State are number one on the Western Conference. Yeah. And I believe they're going to stay there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
not for too long, because right behind him, trailing behind him, is Houston Rockets, and Houston Rockets.
Yeah, exactly. James Harden.
As a team, I would say they're stronger than Golden State, because Golden State, the one who shines the most is Stephen Curry. But James Harden with his other colleagues, yo man, they got that shit on lock.
Who's gonna win the playoffs this year? Who do you think?
The playoffs? Oh, that's a hard one, man. In the Eastern, we have Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Atlanta Hawks were the underdogs last year.
Yeah.
They were mediocre.
They're killing it.
They were mediocre, and this year they are at the top of the Eastern Conference.
Who else is in the Eastern Conference?
Eastern Conference would be Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah. And Cleveland Cavaliers and Chicago Bulls. Yeah.
Personally, in the Western Conference, I think Golden State will win the playoffs this year because all-rounder they have been leading, and at the same time, reporters have spoke to Steve Kerr, the coach of Golden State, and he said, and I believe he's going to win the best coach of the year this year, and I think Stephen Curry will win the MVP.
Yeah. And what, not like the team you support, but what team do you think, out of all the different conferences, so like the East and Western, what team's standing out the most for you?
I think Atlanta Hawks by far, because like I didn't even expect him to be,
the underdogs coming out.
What's really surprising is Milwaukee Bucks, as last year they were very at the bottom, and now this year they're about running. They're now 6th in the seed.
Yeah.
So they're up to number 6 now, and their star player Jabari Parker has been injured half of the season, and so and they're still holding up.
Definitely.
It's pretty amazing. Like all the small teams, the underdogs are just taking it by storm.
I love seeing that. I love seeing it.
I'm a man. They're like New York Knicks. That was my favorite team, man, and like.
And it's a bit sad how you see the star teams like OKC and Miami and LA Lakers are usually the main teams.
Usually
and
good dogs,
they haven't made it to the playoffs.
Yeah,
so now the underdogs like Atlanta Hawks and Milwaukee Bucks are making.
They're taking over. It's good. It's good to see in any sport. I love seeing
so this year the playoffs is a bit hard. You can't really decide who's going to win. But I'm hoping for Golden State.
I'm hoping for actually. Houston Rockets, man. I remember Tracy McGrady. He was like one of my, all-time favorite. So now, like James Harden, the beard is gonna take it, man.
I love the beard.
Yeah, everyone loves the beard, man.
It's good. We're talking to Stephen Curry, as we were talking about him before. In practice the other day, there was a video that caught my attention, and he scored 77 three-pointers in a row, and he ended up getting a total of 94 out of 100. That's crazy. 77 three-pointers in a row. And he was gutted when he missed one as well. I was like, come on, man, you scored 77. So we're just going to cut, and I want to show that video, and then we'll come back to you soon.
That's Steph Curry at practice for Golden State, the #1 seed out west. This is the tail end of 77 straight made threes. 77 in a row. Klay Thompson said the most he's ever made in a row is 36. On the day, Curry made 94 of 100. And check out his reaction when he finally misses one. I mean, these aren't free throws. These are threes.
This is ridiculous.
And right there, that's Steph Curry at practice for Golden State, the #1 seed out west. This is the tail end of 77 straight made threes. 77 in a row. Klay Thompson said the most he's ever made in a row is 36. On the day, Curry made 94 of 100. And check out his reaction when he finally misses one. I mean, these aren't free throws. These are threes.
This is ridiculous.
And right there, that's Steph Curry at practice for Golden State, the #1 seed out west. This is the tail end of 77 straight.
That was insane. That was insane. The guy's a robot.
Oh man, he's a machine.
What do you think?
I believe he's the best NBA shooter in history.
Yeah,
He could be good. He's not bad. He's not better than me. You know what I'm saying? Alright, firstly, let's look at him, man. He has the flick exactly of his wrist, like Larry. He reminds me of the young Larry Bird. You know, this guy. There's Ray Allen's, there's Larry Bird, and there's this guy. And he's,
then there's you.
Yeah, I just don't want to be in the spotlight, you know.
But he has won 3 years running the best 3-pointer in the league. So I believe that's just his talent.
77 in a row, man. Like
77.
I couldn't believe it when
I think
he got upset and angry over missing one. I was like, you've scored 77, man. Take a break, you know?
Yeah,
that's insane.
But that's the best thing about his personality. He just wants more, you know.
Yeah.
And if you have that drive, you can go so far.
He does have drive.
MVP.
MVP.
I believe he is.